A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I'm back. It's Muhammad Marcus Edie. For those who may or may not know me, peace be upon those who follow the guidance. All praise is due to Allah. Now, I was reading a few weeks ago during this here holy month of Ramadan, the Breaking the Curse of Willie Lynch. And this book is based on the science of slave psychology. I'm actually going to continue because I like to complete things. I want to start them, but it's real. I have a life of ordinary duties that's prescribed for me by day, and ibadullah, in between, or ibadullah even while doing what I do. So carrying on, I know I said in my last video that I was actually in chapter number 5, and I was going to continue here at chapter number 6. So here, chapter number 6, I'll begin. I'll read it briefly and try to get some more of these videos up to you. But as of now, I'm actually in the mall doing work, and I know that it seems like, I have this American flag and stuff. Don't mind that. This is just the mall scenery. I didn't intentionally do this, but where I'm located at, the scenery looks like it is. Okay. Bear with me. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Chapter 6. Fixing Marriages, Breaking Old Social Cycles. In order to gain a complete understanding of the long-term effects of Willie Lynch's instruction as they apply to black men and women, we will start in the present moment, then travel back in time. In doing so, we can pinpoint the very seed idea harvested and planted into the mind of the African man and woman during the plantation years. Very little in the arena of Western sociology and human psychology has been able to accurately dispel or correct the cycle of the fragmented black family. This cycle spins on a mass scale in today's modern black community and parallels the same system of that in physical slavery. It only differs in the most of its victims. It only differs in that most of its victims are consciously unaware of the material differences allocated by time and circumstance. For these reasons, we must dissect the remnants of the black family, and in doing so, we have to deal with the most important factors in any relationship. These factors involving family life include purpose, function, and important surrounding present survival. And importance surrounding present survival. Our examination for reversing the past results must be done exactly as Willie Lynch and company did. They gave their careful attention to stimulating natural chaos, which was rooted in perverting the natural position of the roles of the male and female. Mr. Lynch's program of modern-day destruction of the black family is a result of psychic chaos based on the reversal and manipulation of the nature of the male and female. Today, there is no difference in the level of social climate in the black community compared to the condition of the black man and woman on the plantation. On the plantation scene, blacks produced for the slave master a new generation of labor during our younger years, and were forcibly separated based on the disempowering of the black male. The black male was mostly used as a breeding stud, to the point where natural responsibility input was viewed as not needed, due to the fact her children had been taken and turned over to the present authorities as a result of an absent, disempowered, or unproductive black male. Today in America, the same circumstances exist, but the only difference is that settings is more decorated due to modern transportation. The range of motion for the black slave is more broad. In a sense, what has happened to the very core of the black family unit based on the unnatural reversing of gender is compared to nature turning in on itself and convulsing in a backward chaotic momentum. Using the above statements as a basis for fixing marriages and breaking the old social economic pattern of multiply and divide, which is supported by the Willie Lynch factor of divide and conquer. It seems that in this modern era of technical or moral genocide, the greater our numbers as a collective black mass, the weaker we become, because our multiplication only creates more confusion due to the inherited methods of slavery's ingrained automated system of division. Presently, they reversed behavioral patterns and reflected in today's modern black male female relationships and are reinforced by a socio economic structure that is based on a government civil rights policy made legal in the 1960s. This refers to the laws surrounding the hiring of black and women classified as minorities. Hiring a black female economically eliminates and disempowers the black male by meeting two quotas while employing one person. A policy very similar to the one set up by the Pharaoh in the book of Exodus during the days of Musa alayhi salam, when the policy was to kill all of the male children and of that particular generation and spare the female. Well, what is the difference between those systems of affirmative action that devalued the male economically to the extent that he was made dysfunctional and deemed a liability in the eyes of the female companion of his own race? We'll carry on.